So, welcome along to number 16 in my series of Pixiecasts, and I'm delighted to say that I'm in Gloucestershire again. I don't know what it is about Gloucestershire, but this is the third interview out of 16 that I've done, which I have ended up in the beautiful county of Gloucestershire. And you will see that we have the man himself, the one and only Mr. John Colliart-Cole. John, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You well?
Excellent. I'm very well, thank you, mate. Yeah, it's good to see you as well. Good to see you there and resplendent in your Pixies t-shirt.
Got to be done, hasn't it?
That's the Helen one, isn't it? I believe the Helen design.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's fine. Right, yeah. Fine figure of a man you still are.
Well, it's slightly bigger, you see, and I've got a bit of extra COVID weight on me now, so I didn't really want to be sort of too huggy, you know.
Yeah. So how's lockdown suiting you?
How's lockdown been suiting me? I've been trying to escape much when I can, within the boundaries, of course.
Of course.
And,
socially distancing.
It's been, it started off as a novelty, didn't it, in some strange way. It was all new, and then it just ground down in the end, you know. And that was it. But positive. Did a fair bit of art, but I got kicked out of the little studio I used because they couldn't. The person who owns it couldn't go to the gym. So therefore they use my space instead. Okay. I'm back in there soon anyway, so instead of all this doodling on the pad, I'll be able to create something physical, you know.
Cool. Okay. Right. Well, I normally start these conversations off by asking you a little bit about your geography and where you are, but I have got to start with one of the questions from one of your fans. And the question is, what pub is he in? But you're not actually in a pub, are you?
No, I'm not. No, I've been very good. I haven't been out since Saturday.
Well done.
Okay, so it's only, was it Tuesday? Is it?
Tuesday, I think, yeah. It's a good night, obviously, if you can't remember what day it is.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. It gets a bit like that, doesn't it? But no, not in any pub. No.
Okay.
No.
So you're in your studio, your makeshift studio?
My man cave. I mean, half of my man cave, I suppose you could say.
Right, okay.
Took over the other half.
Right.
A few years ago. Please, Dad, and then she let me in without request, almost, you know.
Oh, so you know your place in the house then, obviously.
Yeah. So I had to wait until now, just to be able to get to use the place.
So not in a pub, but you have got some liquid refreshment there for yourself.
Yeah, water.
What's there's something off camera as well, John. Come on, don't be shy.
Oh.
There we go.
We'll drop on that, you know.
That's not that Dettol. That's not that Dettol, is it? That Trump drinks.
It comes from north of the border, you know.
Oh, okay. I know the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a few dodgy nights on that.
I believe.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so you're lubricated for the next hour or so. That's good. So, next question: Do you ever stop working?
No, not since I retired.
I don't even know what it is that you do, mate. What is it that you do? Obviously, you do your art.
Well, I started off as engineering.
Okay.
I wanted to get into building, but my dad said, "You're not getting into the building work. You'll be," use this phrase, knackered by the time you're 40.
Right.
So I went into engineering, and then from engineering, I sort of went into electronics, and I used my engineering experience in electronics to do prototype work, and then it rolled on from there, you know, a few recessions and things, and you change trades, don't you?
Yeah.
Worked on roofing houses for a while, all sorts of anything, really, you know, pretty much.
Whatever you turn your hand to.
Plenty of DIY, kitchen fittings, stuff like that. Tiling, I just finished tiling. Building cabinets, just anything constructive, pretty much.
You have to come down to our house, mate. I'll tell you when it's free.
That's what the art's not even straightforward. It's in 2 layers, right? You know.
Yeah.
But,
cool. So you keep yourself busy.
I am keeping myself busy, and a bit of advice for anybody out there: if you're thinking of retiring, don't tell anybody.
Right.
Because they'll fill the day up for you.
Okay.
You know.
So you like to help other people out as well, then?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I never charge enough. There you go.
Hey, careful, mate. We nearly saw your shorts then.
Oh my God!
This is a family show. Lovely. Thank you for that. That will get the that will get the viewing figures up.
I don't know about that. No.
Okay. So, what other questions have I got here? Another one. So, actually, those two questions were from the lovely Helen Owen. I'm sure she won't mind me telling you. Somebody
straightforward question.
Somebody told me a question not to ask you. They said, "Don't ask him about his blue balls."
Secret society.
Is it?
Sorry, I can't say any more than that. Yeah.
I
said too much.
Presumably, the person who's asked about it knows about the blue balls. Then.
Oh, I can't say.
You can't say. You can't. You're a discreet man of your word, are you?
It's a society. Discreet man. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
One final question for you.
When I say blue balls, it's kicking a tackle, though.
I beg your pardon.
When you're talking about blue balls, it's nothing to do with the kicking a tackle.
Oh, okay. That's all right then. I did say that I had no intention of going anywhere near your blue balls anyway, but I thought I should ask. So, a date I want to throw at you, 27th of April, 2018. Does that mean anything to you?
April 2018, did you say?
Yeah, 27th of April, 2018.
No. That's when I joined the group.
No. More significant than that.
Oh. God. It's not an anniversary of some sort, is it?
No, shall I put you out of your misery? Shall I put you out of your misery? It was the day you met me, please. Whilst you're in the middle of a cardiac event, I think is what they describe it as. Oh, looks like you're having one now as well. Are you still there?
Yeah, but I mean, you can't let that get away.
You're breaking up a bit, mate, at the minute. So.
Yeah, so the audio's a bit iffy. Yeah, the audio's not good. I've got a full signalling.
Okay. So, yes, a significant day for both of us.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. I was, for one moment, I thought, shall I carry on or shan't I? And I thought, no, I better pull over anyway, like, hop in and see you. And like I said.
Yeah.
But it was a bit of a strange meeting, really, wasn't it? But yeah,
I expected nothing else, but
I think I held it together quite well, really. You know.
Well, I've got a fantastic photo, and if you don't mind, I'll post it later when I post this video as well of you and I in my car smiling, and you are in the middle of a heart attack, and I had absolutely no idea whatsoever, and I don't think you did. I mean, I think you probably suspected there was something up.
Yeah.
And then you just drove another 100 miles north up to Cheltenham and thought, oh, better go and get checked out, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I had a sort of minor hospital appointment anyway, so I went to that and I thought, whilst I'm here, I'll just pop down to A&E and tell them a bit of a pain in the chest. And then the next thing you know, I didn't come out for 2-3 days.
No, and I remember I got a message from you saying, oh, you know that indigestion? It was a heart attack.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and knowing you ever since then has been always eventful.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, they've always been eventful. I think, you know, it's great, isn't it? This whole structure, this whole thing is brilliant.
It is. So, Pixies then, tell us where it all began for you with the Pixies.
Well, I was never happy with the mainstream music, never too happy with the mainstream music. So what I used to do, so I'd go into a record shop, I was a little bit lush, and I would sometimes just pick a random album and buy it.
Okay.
You know, because there was no online, there was nothing like that then.
Yeah.
This is long time ago. This is 1990, something like that, 1890. Yeah. And I just walked into a little independent record shop in Cheltenham, and I heard this fantastic sound, and I said, "Oh, mate, who's that?" Oh, it's Pixies. The trouble is, I can never be sure whether it was Doolittle or Bossanova.
1890. Yeah, it could have been either, couldn't it? Around about then.
Yeah, but it could have been playing either, like, you know. And I said, I love that. Took it home, played it, loved it, straight back out. Any more stuff by them? You know, same as most of them in a lot of ways. I think they're into Pixies, you know. Yeah. And it just rolled on from there. Yeah, brilliant.
Been a fan ever since.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
No, I mean, when they split up, I was sort of devastated, and then the solo album came out, and you're sort of approaching it, just thinking, please let this be Pixies, you know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
No.
It was great. Took a longer time to get into, but yeah, loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, favorite Pixies track?
Right. Okay. It's probably rock music.
Okay.
It's just full on. It's just full on.
Yeah.
It starts up and hairs on my arms stand on end, and it's just power. Love it.
And so the instrumental then, the start of Bossanova, straight in, cracking track.
Yeah.
The one I don't.
That's Celia, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
That was my ringtone for about a year.
Or Alison, sorry. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I always get the sequence of those three around the wrong way. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just music.
For the what happens is I'll get a CD or any music by them, and the first thing I do is I create like various songs to model up. So I've always struggled to think what particular track comes from the album. So I've listened to them en masse, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I've written it down.
Excellent. Well done. And I've written it down now as well. So rock music goes down as your favourite Pixies track. Great choice. Okay. That's right. You lubricate yourself.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
So when did you first get to see them live?
They had when was that? 2016 when they had Kim Shattuck playing with them.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh.
Down in the Apollo, down in Hammersmith Apollo.
All right. Yeah.
And I went there, and she did. Thing was, when you were in the tickets, you just think you got the right place, you get kicked off, and you went on. So we was up on the balcony.
Right.
I was a little bit disappointed. I'm sure if you was down there in the mosh, it was a brilliant gig, but it just didn't quite sound right to me. But Kim did a great job that night, I felt, and it was just great to see them. It's one to tick off the list. I never thought I'd see them again.
Yeah.
Because things were precarious in those days, weren't they? You know.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But, I love. Actually, that was a full-on weekend going around on the tube around London with my mates. Like, it was quite a good laugh. Right. But that's another story. Yeah.
And what you dragged them along to Pixies as well, did you?
Yeah. Three of them. Like one of them liked Pixies anyway, so he was all right. You know, the other two just came out for the weekend anyway.
Right.
Yeah, it was quite
spending some quality time with John Cole.
Well, yeah. Is there any other sort? There is. I'm sure there is. You've run out of luck. You're stuck with me for a weekend.
Some people will pay good money for that kind of thing, mate. So.
There you go. I don't know. I just try to enjoy myself. Just try, you know.
Oh no, you do. You do a good job of it.
Yeah, so yeah.
You do a good job.
Got to look after at the same time, mind you, as well. So it's all smoke and mirrors. I'm not on this all the time, right? You know.
No, I know. Not at your age, you'd be dead by now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, a few times, I think. Yeah.
Especially with that dodgy heart of yours, it's probably in pretty good nick at the moment, I'd imagine. So
right.
After it's clean up.
Got me treadmill there.
Have you? Okay.
Got me treadmill.
Very good.
Get on that, right?
Yeah. So that was your first taste of Pixies live then, and Bossanova, is that your favourite album? Would you say?
Come on, can't do. That'll do, little.
Oh.
No, Surfer Roses. See, the thing is, I got a secret. Not a secret. I love Brick is Red.
Yeah.
I love that track. I just love that track. It's sort of go nowhere, but I just sort of lived in his own way, like.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's like an album full of Polaroid shots to me, isn't it? It's old school, that is. They know what Polaroid shots are. And it's just little snaps, and it's almost like a sampler of what's to come, maybe, you know?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so, yeah, it's my favourite, probably Surfer Doolittle. Yeah.
Surfer Doolittle.
Possible for maybe.
Okay, fair enough. So all pre the breakup then.
Yeah. Yeah, I look at it as it's a game of two halves. That's the second half, isn't it, after the breakup? You know? Yeah.
Throwing in a football analogy there. Yeah, like it. Very good.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And
two halves. Pixies of.
So so they broke up for a while, and Charles went off to do his solo stuff, and you enjoyed that as well.
Yeah, certainly did. There's been some gems amongst them. Yeah, I've got it written down somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry. You want to know what's my favourite or something like that? Or,
yeah, go on then. Why not?
I've got. Yeah, why not? Why not? We're here now, aren't we? The Black album, Czar, certainly. That's brilliant.
Okay.
And then Places Named After Numbers. That was like.
Right.
It's that heavy thing, and it's that melodic thing, I think. Isn't it? Teenager, Vanishing Spies. That's a favourite. Big Red, like Big Red as well.
Yeah.
Culture Ray, Jesus Was Right.
Uh-huh.
And
you know you're only allowed one, don't you?
I know. Actually, it's the first ones I've been saying. Actually, it is the first one. So, Czar, Vanishing Spies, Jesus Was Right, Fast Man, Raider Man, If Your Poison Gets You. I do like that one.
Okay.
That's the thing.
I knew you were going to be in trouble. I knew you were going to be in trouble.
There's no trouble. There's trouble.
Oh dear. Okay, so Czar is the one that's going down.
Carry on rambling.
Sorry?
Yeah, Czar. Sorry. Yeah, okay then. Yeah.
Okay.
Catholics. You want Catholics?
Yeah, a little bit later on. Let's spin it out a little bit. So,
sorry.
Yeah. You haven't read the script, have you, John?
No.
All those notes that I sent you about what to say and when.
What? Yeah, I can't tell you that about him, though. No.
Okay. So, what about the happenings? Have you been to any of the happenings? I know you were at Adele's wedding along with myself.
I went to Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pixies, which was brilliant. I mean, you couldn't have a better weekend rolled into one. Where it's just brilliant, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And meeting all the guys there, yeah.
Yeah.
That was just a wonderful time, you know.
Okay.
Pity we can't do it again. Well, we will, I suppose, at some point.
Yeah, of course we will.
I'm sure we will.
Of course we will. Yeah.
We will.
It's only a temporary
blip. On that. Wedding was a bit of a happening, really, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. Yeah, lovely weekend. That was
really good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I think you
Getting
even
the recovery service out to get my car started. Yeah.
Oh, you did, yeah. Whose fault was that? Was that Adam's fault? Was it?
No, I overestimated Mercedes-Benz. I thought their batteries were like fantastic things, but there's so much electronics hanging off of them. The boot left open for ages, various lights going on, indoors opening, whatever, and the fridge in the back. It just rained it all down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that was a fantastic time as well. So really, it's been sort of two happenings, and they've been brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great. I saw you at Birmingham, didn't I? And Bristol.
Plymouth. Plymouth. Was you Plymouth?
Yeah. It takes a lot to get me to go to Plymouth, but I was there. Yeah. It was the best, was it?
Plymouth was the best gig. It was the best gig I've ever seen. I don't know, everything was on fire tonight. It was wonderful. The crowd. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Really good,
Yeah.
Meeting Pixie as well. That was good.
Absolutely. Yeah. Of course, I get to see her a little bit more often because I'm down this way. But
Well, that's right. Yeah, I just sort of sort of go past, but even if I was to divert it to be about 100 miles detour, you know.
Yeah, saying that, I've only seen her twice, so so yeah. But no, that was a great night in Plymouth, certainly. But okay, so let's talk about your arts then. Have you been doing art for a long time? Has it just always been something you do for enjoyment?
Well, I was pretty abysmal. It's when I was at school. This is going back 50 odd years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And but the one thing I was good at was art.
Okay.
But being a bit dim in some ways, like I turned up an hour late for the exam, the art exam. So I rushed through, and I still managed. I still managed to get a top score on that. My GCSEs at the time.
Brilliant. Well done.
And yeah. So, oh Christ, I better catch. Have it, you know.
Yeah.
And so that was really probably about the only thing I sort of achieved. I didn't do it for years because family. I was starting families, working all the time. There's no time, you know, as kids, there's no time to spare for doing things like that. And when I got to about 50, I suppose, something like that, 45, 50, I just started again. I just did something random. It actually sort of looked more like a piece of toast than it did anything else. And it just crept up from there. It just sort of crept up, you know. And of course, I won't be told, so I have to do everything the way around. So just sort of talk off to do it. Really, I look at people's work, but I couldn't name one artist. Whether I know Sal Dali because he was actually because he was very creative and also very talented at his presentation of the work. Yeah. So basically, I just do what I want.
So it's your own style then. You're not ripping anyone off.
Not ripping any off, not unless I sell it. No, that's going to cause an upset. I'm joking.
And how's that going anyway? Do you need an agent yet for selling your stuff?
No, I've probably sold about 50.
Okay.
So you know, and I don't really try to sell. Yeah. So there's always more for sale. Like, you know, this one I want to get rid of because I love it to bits, and it just seems a pity it's sat there. But you need somebody who's a bit, you know, who likes something a bit poppy, like something who.
And you can't sell it to yourself.
Well, I'm happy to pay it. At the same time, it should, because then there's space there.
Yeah.
I can put another one. You know?
Okay.
Not the same. You won't find two lane. You never find two lane.
And do people ever ask you to do stuff for them, or is it all just stuff that you've created yourself?
Yes.
Oh, they do now, do they? Yeah. So you get commissions.
Yeah, I get commissions. I get commissions. Yeah. Probably over the years, it's money. I sort of about £4,000. So that's not a hobby, is it? And I don't rely on it, mind you. I'd starve to death otherwise, you know.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun for me. It is art, literally. You know.
Yeah.
Even without it's got a step, you know. Yeah.
So the one behind you is a favourite. Have you got any other favourite
so I'm
pieces?
going to carry on. Yeah. Well, sorry about shorts. Look at that.
That's nice.
Beast.
Yeah. Lovely.
What's I cut a spiral.
Yeah.
It's MDF.
Oh, okay.
I cut a spiral with a jigsaw and then pushed it forward like a big orange steel. You know what I mean? Sort of.
Yeah.
Then I cemented it all the way around and I sort of glazed it over.
Wow.
I like that. It's nice.
Yeah. That's impressive.
It's all right. Yeah. Just waiting for the right person to come along. It's a bit like a sort of dating scenario, really, isn't it? It's matching them together.
What, swipe left, swipe
the person
right?
and the art.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what you say. I don't know. Yeah, I got that.
I don't either. I don't either.
What's put in the bin? Is it left or right? I don't know.
I don't know, mate. And if I did, I wouldn't admit to knowing.
I don't actually. I'm innocent.
let's just keep it there. Yeah. Neither of us know.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I love doing it. I just absolutely love it. So I've been doing a lot on the pad. So you've either seen some old works, if they're physical works, they're old ones, or it's just crazy stuff that just pops out the old head here, like, you know. And what is good about the pad is it gives you a chance to nail down an idea before you forget it again, you know.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
And you were doing
Pardon
quite
me?
a few of your T-shirts as well with your little. They're more than stick characters.
Oh, I
That
stopped
sounds
doing.
a little bit
I
insulting
stopped
to
doing
say.
it because. Sorry, what did you say again?
I was
I
going to
talked
say,
over you.
I was going to say with your stick figures, but they're more than stick figures. That's a bit insulting to describe them as stick figures, but I couldn't do it. So
They're just a little bit of fun. They're just a bit of fun, and you can adapt them to whatever scenario you want. You know,
yeah,
that's the thing about it. Yeah. But they're all right. They're good. Like but as far as T-shirts concerned, it's getting the longevity in it. Do you know what I mean? In the print.
yeah,
Because you've got to keep them up to date. You don't want to wash them too hard.
yeah, sure.
And so until I can crack that one, really, I sort of I just do them for myself. That's all. If somebody wants one, I'll do them.
Yeah.
But it needs to be a little bit better process. Probably screen printing would be the best, but that's very labor intense. You've got to do batch runs.
Yeah.
I still do it. I still do the odd one. I get rid of requests. So yeah,
cool.
It's art, isn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I admire your work, mate. I couldn't do it, so I'm hopeless. So
yeah, but we all have our thing, don't we? That's the thing.
We do.
What we can do.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Hopefully.
So hopefully, yeah. So the Catholics. Are you into Frank Black and the Catholics?
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah. What have other people been saying on the others interviews? Was Pistolero sort of not a favourite? Was that
I think I'd have to have a look at my little spreadsheet. There's only been one off Pistolero, I think, which is Western Star. Is that off Pistolero?
Yeah, that's off there. Well,
I think that's it.
It is Western Star.
Yeah,
Western
that's been chosen
Star
twice.
actually. Yeah, well, it's been chosen 3 times now. I love it. And
Okay.
85 weeks as well, because that's 85 weeks is it shows Charles it's that way he can produce a song out of nothing in some ways, and it's just these austerities lyrically, that's what I'm trying to say. Dog in the Sand, I've seen Your Picture. I love the feel of that song.
Right. Okay.
Picture and Atmosphere and all that. And Bullet, that's 2, but it's the first one. Devil's Workshop, I love San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah, and Whiskey and News. That's a good.
That's close to your heart, that one, is it?
Could be. I've got them up there.
Cool.
They have been there for years, believe me. They've been up there for years, some of them bottles.
Have they? I'll believe you.
Yeah.
They're not at their best yet then. Still got a little way to go, have they?
They probably don't have to see that day, will they? Maybe the last drop.
So you're going for Western Star then?
You can't drink. Well, Western Star, yeah. It's just a great song, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And so obviously you were happy when they reformed, and the Pixies reformed.
Yeah.
And into Trompe Le Monde and Indie Cindy, Head Carrier, and of course Beneath the Eerie.
Yeah.
How do you think they all stand up to the earlier stuff?
Well, Trompe was the sort of last of the first half, wasn't it, really? And that was a great album. I always liked that album. It's back to the old picking your favourite kids, isn't it? But that is just a great album.
Yeah.
Then Indie Cindy came out. I think maybe I do love the album. I do love it. I think maybe the way it's released in little chunks in them EPs, sort of broke the continuity in getting into it. See what I mean? It's sort of a bit of a lumpy introduction. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Blue Eyed Hexa, it's indie title track, Bag Boy. Bag was great. Goss, isn't it? It's a sort of a bridging album, I suppose, in a way. It's sort of it's a transitional, I suppose. But good album. Yeah. So do you want a favourite of
No,
the
no,
later
no.
stuff?
Just chatting generally about Pixies. So let's talk about Brixham as well, because Brixham's only about 25 miles from where I live, and you spend quite a bit of time down here in the glorious
Yeah.
county of Devon, don't you? What brought you down to Brixham?
Well, many years ago, I finished paying my mortgage off.
Yeah.
That thing you strive for.
Yeah,
I'm
tell me
sort of
about it.
saving. I had a good job. I was traveling all over the country, various bunkers up and down, all over the. And never at home, but I was earning a good wage.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just saving the money. And I looked at it, I said, look at the interest rate. It's absolutely rubbish. And I just said, why don't we buy a holiday place or something? And the reply was, yeah, okay. What? Really? That was it.
Okay.
I bought it. It took me 18 months to restore it.
Right.
It's a 17th century. It's got dark beams and all, and it's cut in. So there's no back door. It's rocked back.
Yeah.
And then upstairs is a barn. But from the front, it just looks like a little terrace. It's got a little communal garden. It's a beautiful place. And I fell in love with it. It took me a long time because I was working at the time. So I was coming on Friday to London. In my bag. Yeah. Going down Brixham, coming back Sunday night, back off to London.
Oh, you must have been knackered.
Yeah. 18 something like that. Not good. But there you go. I had the energy in them days. And I just love it down. It's real, I think, in a way. I can go into Michelle and go for beer, but I won't see really. It's probably a bit of stuff going to the middle of Exeter. Well, you will, because I mean, Star Siege screen, aren't you? But I will. And but I like it down there. I like the fishermen. They're good, honest working blokes, and it's got its beauty. It's got its yacht side. It's got its working class side, And I bet it's in a beautiful spot. You can't ask them what to. Can't ask that.
You feel
I get down there about twice a month. Try to get down there. Yeah, I really feel at home down there. Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah.
Beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, going down there tomorrow.
Are you? Excellent.
Picking up two mates on the way. Picking up mates down.
Okay.
I will do. So, but we're not allowed more than 6. My mate is a bit big, so he might actually qualify for 4 of us.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You haven't got that many mates anyway, have you?
Not really, no.
No. It's a sad life, isn't it, John? So.
It is really, isn't it? Yeah.
You got lots of mates in the Pixies group.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, I've got a few mates. Actually, most of my mates I've met at school, from school days.
Okay.
We just, I wouldn't say we never actually grew up, but we grew up together, if you know what I mean. We're still young at heart. It's for those in the UK, it's a bit like last of the summer wine getting nowadays.
Who are you then?
Might make me
Compo, Cleggy, or Foggy or Clegg? Which one are you?
Probably a bit compo, I expect.
Or are you Nora Batty with the tights?
No, I do know Nora Batty. Yeah.
Mate, it's been great talking to you.
Yeah.
It's been great talking to you. I will let you get back to your whiskey. And
you're a good man.
Hopefully, next time I see you, it will be in person. Classy. Mm-hmm. There we go. Classy.
Sorry.
Great catching up with you, buddy.
That's it, isn't it?
That's it. Well, unless there's anything else you want to say.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, I hope I didn't talk up too much, because once I rabbit in, I do tend to steamroller ahead a bit. There we hope it makes sense. You never know, it might. Don't forget, Coley Art Instagram.
Coley Art Instagram.
Coley Art with a K.
I know. I follow you. I follow you on Instagram. I'm there.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll put a little link on my. I'll put a little link for it on my post when I put this one up.
That's very kind of you, sir.
And I want 10% of any sales. 10% of any sales.
Yeah, okay. I'll have 10%. I'll put 10% on the price. Oh dear. Message to the family. Love them. and well, everybody to do with the Pixies thing. It's absolutely great. Thanks for your support in the art as well. You know, it's really good. And well, thank you very much.
And we love you
Bye.
as well, mate. You take care.
Oh, thank you. I will.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.